You will also see called sleep restriction therapy. Sometimes it's called bedtime scheduling. But the basic idea behind sleep efficiency therapy is that one of the problems in chronic insomnia is that somebody might spend 9 or 10 hours in bed to get 5-6 hours of sleep. So they're only asleep 50, 60, maybe 70% of the time that they're actually in bed. And that's a very inefficient way to sleep. We actually feel much better the next day if we get, say, 6 hours of sleep over the course of 6.5 hours, relative to getting that same 6 hours of sleep over the course of 10 hours. Right? The 6 hours in 6.5 or 7 hours, we feel much better, we feel more refreshed, we feel more alert during the day, even though we got the exact same amount of sleep. So the idea behind sleep efficiency therapy is to teach the brain to start sleeping more efficiently so that you're getting a larger chunk of the time you're in bed, you're actually asleep. And I like to use an analogy of, say, a dog. And if you're feeding a dog and you put the food down and you leave it there all day, the dog realizes that it can nibble a little bit now, go away and play, come back later, nibble a little bit of the food, go away later, come back and eat a little bit more. It can sort of graze all day. If all of a sudden you change it, so now you put the food down for an hour in the morning and then you pick it up and you don't feed the dog till the next morning, well, at first the dog's not going to realize it. They're going to eat just a little bit in the morning, walk away, and then later come back and say, hey, where's my food? But after a couple of days, the dog is going to realize, I have 1 hour to eat my food. I'm going to eat it all right now, and then I'll be done. And that's exactly what we try to do with the brain. So when you have chronic insomnia, the brain has decided that it can graze on sleep. Sleep a little now, wake up, sleep a little now, wake up, sleep a little, wake up. What we try to do is retrain it so that it sleeps in one big solid chunk.
I have one client that I worked with doing CBT-I recently who told me that she was going to bed at about 11 p.m, not falling asleep till about 1 a.m, waking 2 or 3 times during the night for about half an hour, and then waking up at 6 a.m. feeling really tired. So the first thing we did was we set her sleep time to 1 a.m. And her wake up time at 7. I know that sounds crazy, but within 2 weeks she was sleeping all the way through the night and not waking up. And 2 weeks later she's started sleeping at 11 p.m, getting up at 7, falling asleep within 2 to 3 minutes, and if she wakes during the night, she falls back to sleep within 2 or 3 minutes.